I'm in the middle of a couple of things, but I wanted to give you an overview first. So, here is the map, and you'll see all these little things popping up, and those are either, I think they're experience points or money that you get from the different buildings. And when you click on it, it adds to your total up there. Hope you can see that. So you have your level. I'm level 28. I'm not VIP. That's something that you have to purchase, but I guess it tells you how many VIP points you have if you are VIP. The amount of money, I have saved up a lot. Here, I'm going to tap on these because that's irritating. But I currently have $309,842. I think these are life points. Yeah, I think so. And I have 8. You get those from doing various things. They're kind of random. And then these, I think, are called social points. SP, yeah. And again, I don't know exactly how you get those, but yeah, I don't even really know how you use them. But if you click on that, it tells you the information about your SIMS. So it tells me that I have 14 SIMS and my town worth, basically 2.6 million. Okay, so when you level up, or when your town gets, I guess, like more developed, that's when you can earn those life points. So exit out of that. Now, these are my Sims homes, and I'll go over those in a little bit, but I also have a couple over here. I've got 2 more, and you'll see that there are spots for homes as well. These are the more expensive ocean view residences, and this is a standard residence that you can build. Okay, so you have the bridge which leads to an island, and all of these things, well, I forget if you had to do a mission or some sort of task to get the bridge, but most of the other things you have to build and pay for. There's the police station, which we'll get to in a minute. The park. I don't even remember what this is. Oh, fire station, which is one of the occupations. I have the pet store. This is the, I don't know what it's called, but they have hobby and career things. But you can see that there are things that I haven't bought yet, like the salon. This is the children's shop or something like that. Again, I don't know what this is. I have no idea. The town hall, I believe. The swimming center. I don't know what this is, but it's something that you always get. Oh, maybe it's the scientist place, yeah. The elementary school. And I think, yeah, the high school goes there. This is the competition center, which I never do. Then this is the movie studio, which is a career. What's this? I think that's where the athletes go. Some sort of sports place. This is, I don't know. Oh, some sort of disco. And to get back to it, you press crazy boat place where if you have 2 million SIMS dollars, you can buy it, which whoever gets that. But if you click on that, you'll go to the island where you can build all these different things, which I think just get you points. But I purchased this table. And I just have one horse, Dottie. So let's get into some of my Sims at the moment. I think it said I have 12. So when you go to this, see, these come up frequently. When you press this, it has 2 little people icons. You click on it, and it'll tell you what all of your Sims are doing. Now, these ones at the top, these 5, are from a, what is it called? A quest or a task. Yeah, quests. And I'm currently doing the Missing Claws quest. And if you complete all of the things, you get certain packages that you can use. Just little bonus things that are kind of fun, so I'll show you some of that. But the first 2 characters are inspired by Joe and I. So I have Joe. He just finished work, so he's at the house, but I put him in an outfit that I think really resembles Joe. Like, that's exactly something you would wear. And while we're doing this, this is one of the houses that I think won through some sort of quest. So I didn't build any of this. This is quite fancy, but not too crazy. So at the bottom, you'll see the picture for the character, and then these 6 icon bars. I know it's kind of small, but you have food, toilet, sleep, hygiene, talking, and just like general fun. So what you do is you want those bars to be filled, and I knew I was going to film this video, so I purposely let some of my Sims's things get low so I could show you them. Now, his are not super low, so I don't have much to show you. But one thing that I also want to mention is over here at this other tab, it shows you all of the occupations, and if you click on this, it tells you everyone's hobby, and this is relationships. You can have positive and negative relationships. As you can see, he is a nemesis. But he currently doesn't have a hobby. But, like my character, the hobby is cooking. So if you click on this, it'll tell you all the awards or medals or whatever you've won. So I'll show you something a little bit more interesting. So over here on the left, you see a couple of their icons blinking, which means that they are ready for like some sort of action. You'll also notice the ones like these 2 who aren't currently doing something. So I will go to myself at the police station. And as you can see, there's a lot going on. There are these little bubbles popping up that tells me that their job that they're currently doing is complete. So you want to tap on that. And since I'm at the police station, there are different things that they do. So I am what is it? There's Metro Police and a special agent. I must be the special agent, yeah. And then one of the other Sims is the Metro Police. And they can do different things. So these are all people who need help. So you click on one, and it tells you what they need. Now, this is a little bit boring because I'm in the middle of helping a couple of people. But if you click on that, so you could see it. So when you click on it, it's all done. I just click complete. And it took 30 seconds off of the completion time or the action time. And you need different resources to upgrade. And you can go to that little badge and it'll tell you how many resources you have. And this is where you can trade them. So for a donut, you can trade 10 flashlights and 10 walkie-talkies for 5 donuts. You can also trade, like, I don't know if they're points or coins, I just think of them as points, for different resources as well. These kind of higher level ones require 600 points, where these only require 2,000. Sorry, I meant 6,000. I just built the sketch room, so I could upgrade that. Why not? It only takes 5 minutes. And that uses some of the resources. But the next thing I'm trying to upgrade or build is the K9 unit. And the top are the resources that I have. The bottom is what I need. So I need 1,250 flashlights, 320 pairs of handcuffs, and 225 fingerprints. I have nowhere near that amount, as you can see. So each person can be doing something. You can see this character, her name is Sarah, is enjoying a nice cup of coffee, but I want her to be useful. So I'm going to click on someone, and you'll see that it is grayed out. It is not green. That means that she cannot do that action because, I wish I could zoom in even more, but because she's the Metro Police, not the Special Agent or whatever that icon represents. And unfortunately, a lot of them are the same. You'll notice this one is grayed out as well. That's because this one needs the K9 unit. Now, it's kind of irritating because when you are like supposed to build something in a particular order, they will send people who need help, even though you can't do it yet, which is annoying. There's usually one person that kind of like hangs around for a while until you can finally build that, but it's annoying because, you know, this character is currently kind of useless. So if I click somewhere, it's hard to see on the white, but if I click somewhere, that is where she will walk. Right there. This is, I think of him as like a UPS man. He's the market courier. And if you complete all of those things, you get a special coin. That I don't really know what it's used for, but I only do that. Like you can see that there were 4 things. I've done 2 of the things. And that was just because, you know, like now, she can't do anything else. So I'm going to wait for this guy to be finished. He's got 4 minutes and 12 seconds left. And I will get 14 flashlights, 21 XP, and 240 of those whatever points when the action is completed. So, while she is waiting on that, we're just going to let her chill out maybe. I'll let her ponder for 3 minutes in the chair. That'll boost up her sleeping. I'm going to go to... I don't even really know their names. I know some of them, but not others. What is her name? Oh, Allie. So, her hobby is fishing. She's actually reached 100%. But if you look, she has not collected all of the fish yet. Which means that even though she's, you know, sufficiently, like, done the hobby, she hasn't completed everything. So I'm going to click on that. That lets me know that she's finished. And because it's doing that, she's about to get swallowed up by a fish. Which means that it's going to take you even longer, but you get things out of it. So when the fish jumps out, you want to click on the exclamation. And I got $150. Click it again. 75 XP. Let's see, 3rd time's the charm. And 5 XP. who I think is getting pretty close, but I'll show you anyway. Before I do this, you can see how much longer people have at work. So Marley has 16 minutes. Nicole has 2 hours and 17 minutes. Sarah and Rachel, oh wait, they have different amounts. An hour and 14 minutes and an hour and 34 minutes. And Monica has an hour and 35. And Matthew has an hour and 18 minutes. But I'm going to take them home. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to call them all to this house. That's usually what I do because it's easier to kind of manage them. And how you do that is you click on the whistle. And there they are. I'm going to call everyone over. I think there's 4 people at the house. Okay, so if I clicked on him, I could do any of these actions. I don't think they have any sort of relationship. No, they haven't interacted at all. Yeah. So, I'm going to make them interact. They will be funny. And they'll interact with each other. The snowman is there because of that quest that I'm doing. I know it's random. I will turn the sound on for just a second so you can hear. It's really weird. They make all sorts of weird noises. They might fart. I knew it. Okay, so it plays really weird music and they speak some sort of made-up language. I usually just mute it because it drives me crazy. And honestly, usually when I'm playing, I am also like watching a YouTube video at the same time. The thing with Sims is that it's really fun, but it's like a waiting game. It's one of those that, there's always something that you're waiting on. Okay, so she's done. So I'm going to go back. And when it lights up like this, that means that the action is complete, like for that person. So I'm going to click it. And I increased the amount of items in my storage. I also see this blinking at me, which means that it is ready to be completed. Okay. I could do it again if I wanted, or I could upgrade the front desk, which I've done a lot, so it will take an hour and 20 minutes. I could upgrade the training center. Again, that'd take 2 hours. There's the cop car, which is like the training area, and the surveillance van. Usually the best ones to upgrade are the ones that are the newest, so I'll go ahead and do it again. Because it just helps you get more when you're doing the actions. Okay, so someone new just came in. I think you can probably have only up to 4 people. So once one person is completed, another one will come. So I'm going to go and see, and she can do these things. Go to the surveillance van. And they're going to go over here. And she is free, so let's see. Well, she's got 2 of the same, so what you want to do? We'll do the donut. She'll go do that job. My camera is about to overheat, so I might have to take a break because I want to make this really long and informative to you, but they are going to be nice. And they formed a relationship. They're acquaintances now, which is good. Okay, so you can see his are a little bit lower, so I think he needs to go to the bathroom. I'll zoom in so you can really see it. So you click on the toilet, and he's going to walk over and go to the bathroom. And it just blurs everything. And then his fingernails, let's say. And he'll wash his hands. Now, the lengths are different at each place. So you saw that was 4 minutes, but let's see how long it would take to wash your hands over here. 4 minutes. But at this sink, what's the same? I feel like one of them was different. Yeah, that one's 5 minutes. So the more upgraded your resources are, the shorter the action takes, the less amount of time. So I'll do the same for her. She can go to the bathroom. Joe doesn't really need too much. We'll make him wash his hands in this sink really quick. Where's this dude? We'll make him do the same. For whatever reason, there's 2 sinks next to each other, so they can both wash their hands together, which is kind of funny. Okay. She'll wash her hands. And he doesn't really need to eat, but I'm going to wait a minute for them all to be done because they'll all eat together. Let's see if anyone else needs to do anything. Nope, they all look good. But when you go here to your tasks, you can see that one of the quest tasks is to watch the Wicked Dishes show on TV. And it tells you that 8 episodes have to be watched, which is why there's this little cloud popping up next to the TV. It wants you to click on that to complete the quest. 3 of the Sims are already doing it. And the quests are timed. Like, I only have 9 days remaining, so you want to do as many of the Sims or many of the actions at the same time as possible and not wait for one to finish. So they're at the Santa Claus house. Santa and Mrs. Claus are up there. This is obviously, well, I guess not obviously, but this is not always there. It's something special that you have to get to by this like magic sleigh thing. But yeah, so that's one of the quests right now. And you can see that her levels are quite bad. Let's see if hers aren't too bad, and his, they could be better. I'm pretty sure Nicole's are really horrible. But she's got 2 hours of work left, so we won't be able to see her. Okay. She is done with this. So we're going to go and collect that. Nope, not that. It's annoying because those upgrade bubbles get in the way. So collecting those points, and she's going to do that action. Okay, and you see that right there, that's flashing. That means that there's money or points to be collected. It's usually just these 2. But this one is really quick. That refreshes every like 40, probably an hour. That one is quick. That one's pretty quick as well. But the ones that you build later require more and more time. Like that's 20 hours. That's 20 hours. 20. So they take a long time. Okay, let's go see. If you need, okay, he just finished washing his hands. If you need to cancel an action, you can do that as well, but I try not to. So, one of the hobbies is cooking, and it creates these little stacks of food. I have them kind of all over because one of my Sims had to cook a lot for a challenge or a task. So what you can do is tap on it. We'll do this one over here. And you can either clean it up, which is a waste because you have to pay to cook it. You can grab a plate, which is an individual, or you can call to a meal where all of the Sims who are free and not doing something else will come and grab it. So if I click that, you'll see. And they all find some table to sit at. Sometimes it's headed to the dining table, which makes sense. And he took an interesting way around. They're all going to eat together. How sweet. But sometimes they'll come sit at this outdoor table. So after they eat and someone cleans it up, I will make all of them watch the show. I had to take a break because my camera overheated. So, it's kind of nice though, because then you can see what the screen looks like when you come back to the app and your Sims have completed different things. So this tells me that all of them are finished eating and she is done with her job. So, also, one of the other Sims has completed work, and it tells us Marley Strike has finished work and been paid $1,260 and 1,740 XP. Marley Strike earned a bonus $120 while at work, thanks to Island Monuments. Do you want to visit this sim now? No or yes? Let's just do it. So this is our sad little home. Let's send her over so she can mingle with the rest of them. So she definitely needs to go to the bathroom. While she does that, we will clean up the plates. And I don't know if she'll take all of them or just that stack. Okay, just those, so someone else has got to clean up those. Okay, so Oscar, this guy right here, this thing above their head, it's called something, I want to say like a pin bob or something like that. I'm sure one of you knows, but that lets you know who you're like currently playing as. So his kind of sleep level is really far down, so I could increase that a variety of ways. If you click on a chair, they can ponder in it. If you click a couch, they can do all sorts of things. They can daydream, rest their eyes, catch some Z's, have a nap. You can always click on a bed and they sleep for a variety of times. Or, which I like to do the best because it takes the least amount of time. I really hope you don't hear that siren. That's super annoying. There is a tea kettle and an espresso machine or a coffee maker. I'll have him have an espresso. And you can see that now it is all filled up. So, I'm going to send him over here to watch the Wicked Dishes video or show. It's 6.5 hours. So, it'll be about 8:30 when I'm finished. It's about 2 o'clock now. Hers is finished as well, so she can join in and watch it. I'm going to have her. She'll do a good scrub. He's pretty good, so he will watch the show as well. And same with this guy. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then she will be number 8. I think it was 8 that I needed. Yes. So I'm going to check on them at work. They've only got 19 minutes left, so I did want to say this. So before my camera basically cut me off. So, we'll upgrade that again. For Sims who you actually have to actively do work, they will either just time out of work. You can see down here, hopefully, bonus. Usually it's a ton of these points. Where is that? Whatever this symbol represents, those like work points, they'll get a ton of them. And usually some extra materials. And because I mean, this only makes sense, but because I send my Sims who work together to work together, if that makes sense. And you can send up to 2 at a time for this and the movie theater, movie production, whatever it's called. But they finish at the same time. This one's really quick. These 2 who work in, what is it, movie production, filmmaker. That's really quick because it's pretty new. Okay, so they're doing that. I'm going to check on the status. No one's getting too close to being done. I do have a toddler. I don't know whose it is. Oh, it's our child and his child. They're married. It lives here because this house package thing that I think I won through a quest had like a kid's room. I actually added on to it. That's why there's no paint on the wall. Which maybe I could do a different video where I actually like build a house and like add all sorts of things to it. Since I've got a good amount of money saved up, I could do that. I've got a house that I'm kind of working on now. But where is she? Oh, I think she's playing in the pool. I think it's a she. What's her name? Shelly Mitchell. But she can do all sorts of things. Like, she's got a dollhouse. Zoom in on it. It's hard to see. There. Oh. I want the walls to be completely gone. Anyway. She's got a dollhouse, a dress-up chest, an easel over here, a tea set, and an easel over here, which is her hobby, finger painting. And she collects the paintings, so she's only got one more. They're super cute. Look at that. They're adorable. Okay, she's almost done with that shower. Now, it'll say 0 seconds for a couple of seconds, so don't think that they're quite finished. I wish I had one more character because I would show you a couple of the, what's it called? The relationships. I'll make her have a herbal tea while I collect these. Oops. That's one of the houses. Okay. I don't know what more to do. Like I said about the relationships, you can have all sorts of different relationships. So, I've got a couple of characters that are married. She is not. She doesn't even have a partner. But the relationships go through all of these different stages. So you can see that they're married. There's best friends, good friends, friends. The step below that is acquaintance, and then you have people that you dislike. I think it's like hate, then they become a nemesis. Oh, enemy. Enemy, then nemesis. And then people who have no sort of relationship don't even show up. So I'm going to go ahead and make her join in. I want to see how far into the movie they are. And if you actually watch, or if they're reading a book, or listening to music, the sounds are very interesting. So let's see what they're watching. Wow, it's nothing. That's really lame. Maybe on the other TV it looks like something different. That's kind of boring that it's just a black screen. Yeah, see, this one's actually like going through a weird sequence that looks like news reporting of like military footage going really quick. So that kind of like freaks me out. So we're gonna go away from that. So yeah, I mean, I don't really know what more to tell you about the game part of it, without going into like the design part of it too much, because I think that would be a fun video. I will say, you'll notice that a lot of the houses are bare, and that's just because when I'm having my Sims actually do something, I like to have them in the one location, kind of like the biggest location. So different houses kind of serve different purposes. So this is kind of like the general hangout area. This house has a couple of gardens where they can plant things. I wanted to show you that, but I don't know. Maybe in a different video. If you guys like this one a lot, I'll do another. This house has a dog, which is really special. His name is Stryker, which is kind of cute. And a lot of gardens. But also, you'll notice all of these different things. And these are, I don't exactly know, I mean like craft stations. There's candle making, pottery, jewelry making, and there's one more. Pottery. Oh, glassware, that's what it is. But for certain quests, you have to make those different items. So yeah, well, I'll tell you that in a second. Let's get her working on something else. Might as well maximize the amount of resources she can gather in her 11 minutes. Okay, we'll make her do that. Where's the other girl? Nope, she's done too. She'll do those things. Gosh, what was I gonna say? Dang it. Oh, the quests. Nope, I don't want to end her shift. Okay, hold on, I want her to stop moving. There are quests that you kind of like stumble upon that they kind of just throw at you, and you can either do it or you don't. Then there are ones that you choose. So, this is one that I chose, Back to the Wall. It's about, like the house decorating, remodeling, and being able to have like a feature wall. So, I haven't done the rest of it because there's no time limit, and I'm not too worried about that. I've got other things to be worried about, you know. There are weekly tasks, and as you complete more of them, you get different things. So I got money and points, but you'll see life points, and then if you get to the very end, I guess you get something bigger. I don't know what exactly it is. Now, it wants me to create 2 dating relationships. A lot of my characters are married, so that's going to be a bit tricky. And then the preparing for preteens came after the toddler quest. It like immediately popped up, and I'm just not worried about that now. So there's that. Gosh, there was something that I was gonna say, and it jogged my memory. Oh, about relationships. When your Sims form I think it's when they're a partner, they can move in together, and then that frees up another house, which is why, despite having, 12 Sims or something, 14 Sims, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 houses, because 2 officially live there. Look, I built this lot, and no, there's nothing even there because I don't need it. She can do whatever she needs somewhere else. I think 2, is that the Strickland family? I think so. Yeah. 2 are there, 2 are there, 2 are there, and 2 are there, and I think those 2 are independent. But, that's one way to kind of scam it up if you need an extra sim but don't want to build a space. Just get some married or moved in. They can move in before they get married. But some of these things, like, you have to complete other quests to do. And I think there's one over here that I technically could do, but I don't have enough Sims for it. Where is it? Yeah, like, okay, this career. It takes a day and 12 hours. It costs $150,000. But it needs 16 Sims, so clearly I don't have enough. I think there's another like that. Oh, this one I could build the supermarket, but I want to save my money for something else. Ooh, I could buy that as well, the car dealer. I just don't feel like I need those right now. I could do that one as well. I've saved up a lot of money not purchasing these types of things for my town. Just because I feel like I don't need it at the moment. Like, all my Sims have jobs, so I'm not concerned. It sounds so ridiculous talking about this, I know. Like, oh, my Sims have jobs, but it's really interesting. It's also interesting when you think about, like, the simulation theory for, like, the creation of the Earth. Or, like, humankind, I guess. Because let's see, we'll go to the computer. I hope you can't hear that guy talking outside. That's so annoying. If you go to the computer, you can make your sim play The Sims, which is just, so incestuous. But that's pretty much it. I mean, she's about to be done with work, so I don't need any more Sims to watch anything, so I will probably have her plant something because they earn a little bit of money from that. So that's a nice thing to do if they don't have a hobby or you just don't want them doing that at the moment. Like my character, Rachel, she, her hobby, along with his actually, is cooking. But clearly I have enough food already made, and cooking is a hobby that requires money. Not all of them, actually that's the only one that does, but I don't want to pay for it if, like, the Sims don't need to eat or it's not a part of a quest, so I'll probably just have her plant something once she is done with work. I kind of want to wait until she's done with work to show that to you, but we could also look at that in another video. So let me know what you thought about this. If you've ever played The Sims, it has always been something that I've been obsessed with, whether it's been the computer version, the I think it was the Wii version, or the free play version. I've played this on 2 different iPads now and had 2 different, like, worlds. It's completely free, which is really cool. Really fun. A great time waster, which is great over the summer. But I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, my brain. But it's really fun. The version that you play, like, actually on the Wii that you purchase, is really, really awesome because you can just do so much more, obviously. Let me know what you think about this video and if you would like another one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.